President Wilson, did anyone know about the U-boat warfare when the Germans started using it?
Yes, they announced the German Admiralty Declaration regarding the U-boat warfare in 1917. This stated, "All the waters surrounding Great Britain and Ireland, including the whole of the English Channel, are hereby declared to be a war zone. From February 18 onward, every enemy merchant vessel found within this war zone will be destroyed, without it always being possible to avoid danger to the crews and passengers. Neutral ships will also be exposed to danger in the war zone, and, owing to unforeseen incidents to which naval warfare is liable, it is impossible to avoid attacks being made on neutral ships in mistake for those of the enemy."
How did you respond to Germany when they announced that they would use these U-boats?
I said on February 10 of the same year, "If such a deplorable situation should arise, the government of the United States would be constrained to hold the imperial government of Germany to a strict accountability for such acts of their naval authorities, and to take any steps it might deem necessary to take to safeguard American lives and property, and to secure American citizens the full enjoyment of their acknowledged rights on the high seas."
Can you explain what this means and expand, please?
Yes, this means that if the German government tries to extend their authority of the sea, then in order to protect the citizens of the United States of America and for them to have all their rights of the seas, I will take the necessary steps in order to enforce safety and freedom.
How much damage could these dangerous submarines do?
Well, these U-boats can do very much damage, which you will see in this inspiring video.
3 aging British battleships, the Aboukir, Hogue and Cressy, were sunk in a single day by one German U-boat. A British midshipman wrote home with the remarkable story of his survival.
"Dear Granny, I had a most thrilling experience. We were woken by a terrific crash and the whole ship shook. The Aboukir went down suddenly and we slid down her side into the water. I swam to the Hogue and was just going on board when she was struck and sunk in 3 minutes. I then swam onto the Cressy, where I had a cup of cocoa, but as I finished it, she was struck. I jumped off again. I was picked up, having been 3 hours in the water."
How, Mr. Wilson, did you determine whether you should enter the war as an ally to the Triple Entente, which includes your motherland, England?
Well, I had warned Germany about America's situation, and if certain actions were taken, then I would interfere for the safety of American citizens. When Germany attacked the ship Falaba, which had Americans on it, I went forward with the steps that I had warned them that I would take. Before this, though, Great Britain unwarrantably used our flag for protection of their ships, and so I informed Germany of this. At this time, I was neutral, or at that time, I was neutral.
In the end, did this help persuade you to take part in the war by joining the Entente?
Yes, this terrible wrongdoing of the Germans definitely influenced me in my important decision to enter the mass killing. Without this historical point, I might not even have joined the war, and that could have drastically changed the outcome.
Thank you, President Woodrow Wilson.
They became the lone hunters, and they gave Germany its one truly effective naval weapon of the